Welcome to Kids Recall. In today's video, we'll be going through the 2019 animation family movie, The Addams Family. It's time to recall. Let's get started. Turn on subtitles and spoilers ahead. The movie starts and we see Morticia on her wedding night to Gomez Addams. She gets ready for the wedding ceremony, and one weird thing that we see is that she staples her ears rather than wearing earrings. The girl is getting married into the Addams family. The people in the town do not like the Addams family, and neither do they like Morticia. She gets to the wedding hall where she's welcomed by Mr. and Mrs. Addams. Some people from the town are also there, and they have different appearances. All of them are drinking one thing or another and enjoying the wedding. Then there is one group of people in the town that does not want this wedding to take place because they think that the kids will be born out of this marriage are going to be monsters. An angry mob gets to the wedding with all sorts of weapons, and they're there to stop the wedding or exile the whole family from town. So the wedding is ruined by the mob just because they think that the family of the Addams are freaks. As Gomez tries to lead them away, the mob burns a bridge that they would escape on. Not going down easily, Gomez teams up with his brother Faster and their mother Grandmama to fight off the mob before escaping. Gomez and Morticia lament that other people will not accept them, so they decide to get away to somewhere so horrible that no one would dare go there. They then make their way out of there. They're driven by a hand. Only a hand is driving the car, while the couple sit in the back seat. They hit someone on the road, and when they go to check out, it is a man. It turns out to be a homeless guy. They think that they do not have servants anymore, and they're going to need someone. So despite the man's creepy appearance and attitude, they keep him with him. We then learn that the man's name is Lurch, and he's escaped from an asylum. Gomez and Morticia spot the asylum on top of a hill and make their way up to find it abandoned in a state of decay and squalor, along with a booming voice ordering them to get out of there right away. The couple still goes on to decide that this place is perfect for their new home. Thing and Lurch even play the family's theme on the piano. They even put the Addams family board on the front gate of the asylum. They start living there, and years go by just like that, and 13 years later, Gomez and Morticia live in their cheerfully macabre home with their children Wednesday and Pugsley. We get to see a lot of portraits on the wall, and now the house does give a look where an actual family resides. Their son Pugsley is a very naughty boy, and on the other hand, their daughter happens to be a very serious girl who's sad most of the time. She is always sad because she's sick of living in this old house and wants to go and experience different things in the world by exploring new places. Her parents, however, don't agree with her, and they say that she's going to stay here because they're safe here. They know how much criticism they had to face where they used to live among normal people. He remembers that when they were about to get married, people thought that monsters were going to come out of this marriage, so they could very much kill their kids if they found by the people of the town. That is why they've always kept their children inside the house, and they've given them everything they can and loved them above all. They have a magical tree at their house that usually wakes them up in the morning. Wednesday's always bored for not having any friends, but Pugsley always keeps busy as he's exploring modern technology and happens to be into rockets and stuff. When his father tries to teach him swordsmanship, he tells his father that it's useless because a sword is nothing in front of the weapons that are out there in the modern world. One day, Wednesday hears a ringing sound that goes beyond the gates of her home. It's a young girl, Parker, ringing the bell on her bike. Wednesday responds by clanging on the gate, but Parker is spooked and flees. Meanwhile, Pugsley tries to sneak up on Gomez with missiles and explosives that he made, but Gomez is too fast for him. Gomez wants Pugsley to get ready for his mazurka, a long-time Addams family tradition for when they come of age, but Gomez isn't too confident in Pugsley's methods and prefers that he stick to tradition. During a family meal, Gomez and Morticia make preparations for the rest of their family's arrival at the mazurka. Wednesday's question, what is beyond the gate? But Morticia isn't keen on letting her daughter know what's out there. Fester then crashes into the room after Morticia throws one of Pugsley's explosives out the window. That day, we see that their servant is watching a TV show that's hosted by an architect who gives people ideas on how to make their house more colorful. However, the Addams family house is dull and old. The scene then actually changes to the architect and her daughter talking. Her daughter is the same girl who rang the bell on her bike when Wednesday went to the gate to check. She tells her mother about the house she saw, and when her mother looks at the house from afar, she freaks out as the house is not at all what she would want a house to be like. We then go on to learn that Parker's mother's name is Margot Needler, and she's responsible for designing the town of Assimilation, which prides itself on being a perfect town. After taping her show, Margot is approached by Parker, who is her daughter, as she claims to have heard something weird up on the hill. But Margot frequently neglects her daughter and forces her to act the way she wants her to. Parker rides her bike away, which causes a balloon to float up towards the Addams mansion. When the balloon gets into the mansion, Addams, who is playing outside, goes on to catch it and brings it home. Her parents are shocked to see it and ask where did it come from. She tells her parents that she caught it outside, and she also reveals that there was a little girl outside earlier. Her mother does not like it and goes on to express how badly she does not want anyone to come near them because they just want to live alone. Her father, however, calms down her mother and says that they should go check it out and see who is there. When they go out and look down the hill, they see a big town that has been constructed by Needler and happens to be very modern. The father gets really excited and says that they are going to go there and visit the town, and the whole family is scared because the common people's behavior has never been good towards them. The family then goes on to take a trip to town together with their pet lion Kitty Cat. Naturally, the townsfolk are creeped out by the Addamses as they try to make sense of the town. They see a group of school kids, including Parker, performing a song and dance number on why it's great to be like everyone else. Fester interrupts and runs everyone off by unleashing a swarm of bats. The family is then spotted by Margot, who learns that they live in the dark and morbid house on the hill. She offers to come by in the morning to help fix the place up, which Gomez and Morticia agree to. The next day, Margot arrives with her assistant Glenn, camerawoman Denise, and Mike guy Mitch at the Addams home. Parker tries walking inside too, but gets shut out. She ends up meeting Wednesday, who's firing her crossbow at Fester. Both Wednesday and Parker are bored with their lives until Parker mentions her school to Wednesday, who takes an interest in seeing this part of town. In the house, Margot's crew is freaked out by the way the Addams family lives, and they're also scared by the lion they've been keeping as a pet. But Margot finds all the spots she wishes to fix, which is pretty much everything. Gomez and Morticia think she's already done, and they thank her for the job. Glenn and Denise run away after Mitch disappears, and they're too scared to keep going. Margot tells Gomez she would like to fix his home, since there are other houses in Assimilation that she's trying to sell, but when Gomez suggests that his extended family would like to move there, she does not like that, and they go on to throw her out of the house because they do not want any changes. Margot then decides to do something about this house. After they leave, Wednesday goes to her mother and tells her that she wants to start going to school just like all the normal kids do. Her mother gets angry and tells her not to even mention it again. And that is when Gomez gets there and tells his wife that she should stop scolding the kids on everything, and goes on to say that his daughter is going to school from now. He's done with his insecurities and tells his wife to get rid of hers. The next day, Wednesday goes on to school for the first time in her life, and when she gets there, she finds Parker with her only other friend, twins Layla and Kayla. The first day is really hard for her as everyone is weirded out by her appearance, and some girls even go on to tease her. Parker herself is picked on by mean girl Bethany, who stuffs a moldy sandwich and some kids' soda in her backpack. Wednesday then manages to intimidate Bethany with a threat, and in class, the students are set to dissect frogs. Wednesday instead builds a contraption that brings all the frogs to life like zombies. And they proceed to attack Bethany and cause all the kids and teachers except for Parker, Layla, and Kayla to run out. Parker thinks Wednesday's awesome for this, and the two become best friends. Margot, on the other hand, comes up with a plan. She goes on to tell the whole town that the people living on the hill are freaks and that they should not be living there. They all get scared of the Addams family and demand they leave their home. Grandmama arrives as Wednesday comes home with a pink unicorn beret in her hair, which frightens Morticia and tells her daughter not to wear it again. Morticia is worried about her daughter, so she goes on to consult her deceased mother and father, Bill and Mary, through a seance. They assure her that Wednesday is just exploring right now and will eventually come back to her senses. Gomez and Fester try to help Pugsley prepare for his mazurka by utilizing swordplay, which is how both brothers passed their mazurkas. Pugsley turns out to be not very good at it, and he's discouraged by Gomez's obvious lack of confidence in his skills. Wednesday goes to Parker's house and they both lament how their mothers want them to be the way they are and not how they choose to define themselves. Parker then dyes her hair black and adopts a goth look, while Wednesday likes to wear bright colors. And the next night, Wednesday confides in Pugsley that she's running away. However, Pugsley blabs to his mom where his sister went anyway. Wednesday goes to Parker's house where Parker is looking for her phone. Wednesday suggests it's in Margot's crafting room, which Parker says they're not allowed in. However, when Wednesday and Parker finally go into the secret room under Parker's house, it's revealed to them that Margot has planted hidden cameras in every home she designed in town. Margot catches the two and locks them in the attic, but Wednesday breaks them out. Margot rallies the townfolk to attack the mansion just as the entire Addams clan arrives for Pugsley's mazurka. During the mazurka, Pugsley fails in front of the whole family, but Gomez admits he forgot to let him be who he is. The mob arrives, flinging boulders, severely damaging the mansion and trapping the family inside. Pugsley uses his love of bombs and destruction to defend his family and manages to destroy the mob's trebuchet. Wednesday and Parker join in and help everyone out of the wreckage safely with the help of a living tree Ichabod. The Addamses gather outside in front of the townspeople, who all say that they are harmless and only a loving family. Margot is still trying to turn the people against the Addamses, but Wednesday and Parker reveal to the townspeople the facts about her hidden camera. As she starts ranting to them, Parker informs her that she has been recording her mom live. And now all her former fans see who Margot really is. Not long after, Glenn informs her that the show is canceled. The townspeople apologize to the Addamses, now accepting them for who they are. After they work together to build the mansion, the Addams family and assimilation civilians live in peace. Margot becomes Fester's business partner, selling homes to the other members of the Addams clan. And Pugsley completes his mazurka, and with that, the movie comes to an end. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get new movie recaps.